the lone wolf, relentlessly hunting for your best mortgage rates. We are live. The lone wolf.
The lone wolf.
Heather, the lone wolf.
Duarte and JJ, the lone wolf. Witten.
Yeah, I like it. Sounds great.
It really does. Rolls off the tongue nicely.
Yeah, but it's not all about branding. It's about being it.
It really is.
It's about doing it.
100%.
Right? I'm sick of seeing people not knowing what they're doing.
As you should be. I mean, I think I'm kind of sick of people not being educated on it either. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, that all starts with the loan officer.
100%.
And that's kind of what I was saying. Like, there's so many, like, fly-by-night weekend warriors.
All day.
Just
test passers.
Yeah, you know, the dude who just loves you until he pulls your credit and then
he's like, what the fuck happened to you?
Yeah. Here's my processor. See you later. You know, which
she's going to handle your loan from here.
Yeah. And if that were to happen, the processor you want is Heather Duarte.
Yes. You better be, man. I'm going to tell you.
Hands down. Oh. Who's
do we have a caller?
We have a caller already. Just so you know, you guys can call in live. Go to thelonewolf.us, send us a message. You can call in and be on our show anytime. We'd love to discuss whatever
loan questions you have.
Mortgage questions, anything else.
Please don't just call to say, I got to make that a broader thing. Yeah. We're not just calling to talk. Mortgage talk.
We could just talk too. We like to talk. Yeah, I mean,
well, we're here for you.
We do have a podcast.
We're here for you. Always. So.
This podcast is being broadcasted live on what platform are we on?
My Facebook. So I usually go live on my Instagram, but I thought, hey, I have a lot of like local-ish people on my Facebook. So I feel like it'd be like a more
local California
office, you know, type thing. And they'll be seeing from there. So we'll see who logs in, who sees it.
We could service you no matter what state you're in. But we do reside in California.
But these are at least all in the U.S. See, like my Instagram's out of the country. Yeah. A lot. Like a lot. So really? Like a lot of the people on my live, it's going to be like, can you do a loan in India? And I'm like, well, I don't have the hookup there.
I don't even know if they do.
I mean, I could try.
Yeah.
Who's your escrow? Let me call them.
We actually do have a database of realtors that are all over the world.
That's cool.
As far as loans go, I don't think UWM underwrites in India.
I don't either.
They might, though.
It's possible.
They just went public.
Have to ask Kevin that question. Yeah. Call your AE.
Yes. Call Kevin. Does Kevin originate in India?
Kevin, I have a few files I need to talk to you about. They're in India, but we're going to work it out.
They're good deals.
It's going to happen.
We already have an appraisal.
It's a drive-by.
It's a COVID drive-by, Kevin. Just trust the process.
It's a COVID drive-by appraisal.
This is episode 2, isn't
it? It is episode 2. How exciting.
Right?
I mean, one day we're going to look back and it's going to be like episode 100 and we're going to be like celebrating that episode. And we're going to be...
From episode 1 to episode 2, we went to 2 cameras and a live feed.
And we have our own site. We have everything going now.
We're
legit.
We're more than legit.
We look like we know what we're doing.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you put a couple $1 million into escrow over the last week. I mean,
I did.
That's pretty legit.
I did, and I was pretty impressed with that. I want to put a couple million more in this week. I think a goal as, you know, loan officer, processor, anything. I don't think in this game you can be happy with just what you have. You got to keep going after more and more and more. Well, and I think that's true to be in any industry.
Well, yeah, and then, you know, add the fact that we're real people. We're real consumers. We're just like all of our viewers.
We have houses and all that good stuff too.
Well, yeah, we want to make sure that our friends and our family and our neighbors aren't getting, you know.
Yeah.
Did you see the Rocket Mortgage stuff over the Super Bowl yesterday?
That cracked me up.
There were so many people commenting saying, if you have a loan through Rocket Mortgage, this Super Bowl commercial is proof that you paid too much.
100%.
Like, do you know how much it costs to advertise?
Is it what is it now though? Because I feel like a Super Bowl ad, like, cause okay, I'll just be real. I totally forgot it was even the Super Bowl this weekend. Not that I have anything against football. I love football. Yeah. It's just not the same vibe this year.
The
You know
whole
what I mean?
COVID thing kind of killed it, man.
Well,
I
yeah.
love football, man.
They look like they
really
had
do.
those stands packed, though.
No, they were all cardboard cut. We were saying the same thing. They were all not all of them, but most of them. Every single seat was filled, right?
No way.
Yeah, they had a zoomed in picture of it.
I thought those were real people.
No. There was like maybe 6 to 10 cardboard cutouts, and then like a couple or like maybe a family of 4.
Oh, so those tickets had to be unreal priced.
That's some of them was asking. I was at my brother's house, and they were saying, "Dude,
How
can you
much do you
imagine
think a
what
ticket
it
was?"
costs
Yeah.
to get into the Super Bowl?" Like,
Or could you even buy a ticket this year? Did you have to be like invited? Like, did you have to be of that level?
well, yeah. So I guess certainly you have to be like a box owner or something. Or,
Something.
you know, plus like all those giveaways that are years in advance or whatever.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
But like, imagine how many rows of seats you think there are. Like the width of the rows, 30 seats, 40 seats.
So many.
And there's like, if you do the math, maybe like, I don't know, 10 people per 60
Wow.
or 10 people per 50 seats.
Wow.
I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know the math behind it, but it's pretty crazy.
Well, I mean, beyond. I just wonder what a Super Bowl commercial at this point even costs, because I mean, how did you kind of base it this year? I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I'm pretty sure nobody else was doing anything else yesterday but watching the Super Bowl.
I'll tell you what. I don't know what the price is, but I know you could have bought another home.
100%.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Like straight up.
Definitely.
Right?
Definitely.
You could have actually had an asset that appreciates in value, right? And got passive income through rentals from it. But anyways,
100%.
I wouldn't mind dumping some money on the Super Bowl one year.
I'm with you. I would love to at some point be able to have some kind of money to say, you know what?
It's in LA next year.
I heard that. My son told me that. He said, "Can I go?" I said, "It's the Super Bowl. I mean, I
Please
think
do.
we're all going to be trying to go."
Please do.
Yeah.
He's a good kid too, by the way.
Thank you. If he goes to the Super Bowl, I'm for sure going.
Hopefully he's playing in the Super Bowl in the next
Mom would be very happy if that was the case.
5 years.
That
or
would
so,
be nice.
roughly.
That would be nice.
Good kid.
Good kid, yeah. Very nice.
Shout out to the GOAT. That guy just calls up random teams. He's like, "Hey, you want to win a Super Bowl this year? I'll come throw the ball for you. We'll just go win another one."
But how great is it to be him and say, "I have 7 rings." He has more rings than any football team in the NFL.
Right?
He has 7 rings. The Patriots have 6. So he has 7. So if they think,
How many of those 6 were his? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think most of them.
I think pretty much all of
I don't
them.
know.
I mean, at the end of the day,
I never followed the Patriots. in and
without
out, but
Tom, he's trying to prove a point.
he did.
he
just did yesterday.
I mean, come on. The
Yeah.
Bucks, what was so weird is like I was a big Bucks fan because they were like the underdog. Like back in the day, I was like, I like
Yeah.
the Tampa Bay Bucks because nobody likes the Tampa Bay Bucks.
Who's ever been to
Who's
Tampa
it?
Bay?
Who's who? And then all of a sudden, I'm like, they're in the Super Bowl? Of course, they've got Tom Brady.
Well, they got Gronk too.
Well,
Gronk came out of retirement.
I mean, they killed
Kim
it.
enjoyed it?
They
Yeah.
killed it. I mean,
Mahomes and everybody else, they're great. And
Well-
this isn't about the Super Bowl. The
No,
podcast,
not at all.
but
Not at all.
Since this is the Super Bowl Sunday special,
Yeah.
we're a day late.
yeah,
but
we're the day after.
yeah, gotta talk about that. That's pretty impressive.
Of course.
So I'd like to be the Tom Brady of mortgage.
Who wouldn't want to be the Tom Brady of mortgage? You're like, well,
Right.
you know, I've got 7 Super Bowl rings. How many do you have?
Yeah, I get 7 a week. At least that's what my clients tell me.
Right,
You know, like,
right.
They're like, "You're so rad. Heather's so rad.
That's what you want to
Everyone's
hear.
so rad.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, you guys are so diligent. You're on top of it." You know, and well, I do that for my kids and for my team, for my, you know what I mean? My friends.
If you don't treat people as if they were your family and your friends at the end of the day, I don't know about you, but when I walk into a store, I don't necessarily like people coming up to me and asking me what I'm trying to buy.
I just happened to glance over to the camera and Kevin Volkert just tuned in.
Hey, Kevin.
Kev! Kevin Volkert is an integral part of our team.
He is one of the main parts of our team.
We could not be the Super Bowl winners without Kevin Volkert.
No, honestly, I don't think in my time in mortgage, and my brother was an account executive. I don't think I have ever met somebody that is more of a team player than you, Kevin. And that is why you receive all your awards every single year for being the best account executive ever.
I know. He just got a huge award just a couple days ago.
I was there with him on Zoom.
I know.
Yeah, it was so exciting.
Kevin, shout out to you, brother.
Shout out to Kevin. Because honestly, without people like Kevin and without people like my people at Escrow.
You know what you turn into at that point?
What do we turn into?
You turn into a major national bank. That is a 9 to 5.
You turn into my brother's work.
No, your brother. I think your brother is more valuable than the national bank that he works for.
And he knows that too. You know that, right?
Yeah,
he does. I mean, my brother is.
But like back in the real estate days for me, right? Mm-hmm. Dealing with all these pre-approvals.
Yep.
The first thing I started looking at was, are you working with a broker?
Yeah.
Are you working with a national bank?
Yeah.
Or even worse, a credit union?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm a huge fan of credit unions.
Love them.
Don't get me wrong, but these guys, they're 9 to 5 dudes.
Yeah.
And they punch the clock.
Yeah.
And when they're gone,
right,
they're gone.
They're not thinking about your loan later. Trust me, we go to sleep thinking about this stuff.
Yeah. Well, we go to sleep after working on until 9 or 10 o'clock at night.
If we're asleep by then, yeah.
Yeah. And we're back up at 5:30 in the morning.
Kevin knows I'm awake. He's calling me.
And Kevin's
at 6,
calling us at 5:30. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Hey guys, we got this, we got that. Hey, flip this one to that one. This is going to benefit the borrower.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, JJ, how many times do we go through our roster and we've done loans for someone, at this point, and we know that we can lower the rate. We're going to call you up. We're not calling you just because we want to suck your business out of you.
Dude,
we genuinely care.
I got a guy, right? Mm-hmm. It's actually a friend of mine who I just refied like 8 or 9 months ago.
Yeah.
And we're refining again just because the rates have been so crazy.
Right.
And it makes sense.
Right.
And if it makes sense, it makes sense. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. And I'm the first person to tell you that.
Right.
I
mean, if you own a home, you should have a set loan officer in your life. Like, you should have your go-to guy.
You should have the right one.
100%. Like,
the right one.
You should have that guy in your back pocket that knows your situation, knows your job employment history, knows your credit history, knows how you handle money, knows everything about what you do. And we know how we can save you money. It's a friendship. It's a bond over a long period of time. I go to bed thinking about other people's credit and their life more than I think about my own credit, including, I told you when I walked in, what was the first thing I said when I walked in your house?
Today?
Yeah.
What was
I said, what is up in my house still?
Yeah.
What did I say was still upside and I haven't taken down?
Your Christmas tree.
Okay. Why hasn't Heather taken down her Christmas tree? Because Heather is too concerned with worrying about my loans and your credit. Yeah. I didn't even realize I still had my Christmas tree up. Thank God it's fake. Don't worry. It's not real.
And chasing around receipts for conditions. Yeah. That's
every day. Please don't get payday loans. Like, ever. Just don't do it. If Check Into Cash tells you they want to give you a loan, just say no. No.
If you need cash, especially right now, like, I'm actually starting to advise some of our borrowers.
Yeah.
Like, with the crazy, crazy market being at the height.
Yeah.
Right? It kind of feels like 08 again.
100%.
I mean, I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball, like I say all the time. But, with all these stated income loans and all these other things that are coming across my desk now, all these AEs from all these different banks are sending me all this stuff.
Right.
It makes me cringe a little bit. And I started kind of telling some people who are open-minded to listening, if you have a 60% loan to value and you have some credit cards or even just a car at 5%. Right. Go cash that thing out. Do a cash out refi.
100%.
Up to 80% loan to value. Pay off all that debt.
Yep.
All those higher interests.
Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Put one payment on the table.
Even 4.9. You get a 4.9 car loan, a 3.9 car loan, whatever it is. Go do a cash out. Yep. Get your rate in the 2s. Take that money We could pay it off through escrow if you
Yep.
want, or you could pay it off yourself
Yep.
after you do the cash out.
Yep.
Take it all the way up to 80% loan to value. And then maybe even consider listing your house. Because
100%.
you still have 20% equity
Yep.
that you're just going to straight pocket. You know
I
what
mean,
I mean?
now is the time. I mean,
The only issue with that right now is there ain't shit to rent.
you know what is crazy
It's
that
tough.
you brought that up, and I was just thinking about it because I was online last night. I, as you know, am in the process of trying to buy a house, but I can't find what we are looking for specifically. We're pretty
Yeah.
specific. We want to be in the lake. We have everything that we want. Now, we were just looking just because we're kind of tired of the rental we've been in for a long time, and we were like, well, let's get a little more fun until we find what we want to buy. Nothing. Like, I'm almost scared that my landlord is going to be like, you got to get out because I could charge $5,000 for that. It's insane.
Yes, it is.
Like, I'm scared because
And if you are renting right now and you're not going to buy and you don't have a lease, you should strongly consider renewing your lease for 12 months.
100%.
It's that crazy in the market right now. It really is.
When are they saying that they're going to be able to go back into like that whole eviction process? Because the evictions were done. Are they back to like evicting people now?
You know, I don't know. I've got to check into it, but I think that since the state's been loosening up and the feds have been loosening up, it's either right now or it's
going to happen. Yeah,
or it's tomorrow.
I know that I was up in the Canyon Lake market and I heard one of the lawyers up there talking about, she's like, I got a stack of evictions ready to go. Like, ready to go.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, well, a couple things could happen. The market's going to get all of a sudden flooded when the evictions happen, or it's just going to go the other way and there's going to be nothing. It's going to be a ghost town. Nobody's going to rent at all. Everyone's going to sell it.
It's scary shit.
It's very scary.
One way or the other.
Well, 08, it was really scary too for a lot of people.
Yeah. Well, and here's the thing, dude, is everyone who out there who's worried, I'm telling you right now, life is going to go on.
Yeah.
Right? Life's going to go on.
The world is not stopping. It's not over.
No matter what happens, like, life's going to continue.
Yeah.
All right. So don't buy into the panic, don't buy into the panic.
Yeah.
But, listen to people who are smarter or more well-versed in a certain subject than you, and, tailor your personal financial plan around that.
And have a plan. For sure.
And the way that it looks right now, it looks like shit.
It's scary.
It does.
It is scary.
It looks bad.
It is scary.
It really does. But like I said,
we're here for you. Don't panic.
Don't get into a panic.
We're here.
Right? Life's going to go on. And if you're in a bad spot after all this, everyone's going to be in a bad spot after this.
Well, I've had a lot of people come to me and say, Heather, I just can't get in the refi process right now because I'm on I was furloughed from work, or I was laid off from work, or this and that. And I have a lot of people saying
that's no problem.
And that's what I tell them.
That's no problem.
Lot of you out there are really, really scared right now and thinking that because you're laid off or you're on unemployment that we can't do anything to help you. We can.
Yeah.
We have ways to help you, I promise.
Especially if you're back to work in the same job or the
100%.
same line of work.
Right. Yeah. If you say one company let you go and you got hired into the same profession, same industry, you're okay.
What do we have to do? We just have to do a COVID disclosure,
yes,
right? Or
100%. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy to get over.
Lenders they're still.
Most of our borrowers don't even know that they need to get over that right now. We just do the
just do it for them. Yeah.
A
lot of times people who are furloughed, it is a scary experience, and people are scared. They're scared to lose their house. They're like, should I sell? Should I refi? What should I do? Everyone's pulling money out of everywhere right now. I've had numerous clients just go take out loans, side loans, just because they're scared.
Yeah. I mean, if
with 19% interest rates.
If you don't want to go take your loan to value up to 80%, do a cash out, and then possibly sell if things get worse.
Right.
And you just want to sell outright, or you want to hunker down.
Right.
Which is fine, no matter which way you want to do it.
Right.
I would refi immediately. Don't add a penny to your loan balance.
No. Don't add another debt. Don't get another credit card. Don't do any of that.
Lower your rate.
Yeah.
Because I find it crazy that a lot of people that I talk to, even people that are like family or friends or like friends of family,
Yeah.
right? Being at my brother's house for Super Bowl or whatever, talking to people.
That's all we do.
Yeah, right.
So what's your rate?
Well, yeah, I mean, you know,
That's what we do.
right? And these people are at 3.5%.
Can help you.
And it's like, huh?
Yeah. Why?
What are you doing?
Yeah. Yes.
What are you doing?
So if you're sitting out there at 3.5%, 4% right now, what are you doing?
Even if you're at like 3.25%, like,
Yeah, we can help. We can change that.
especially like if you have a 30-year loan at 3.25%,
Yeah.
and you're like 2, 3, 4, 5 years into it.
Some people are really happy right there. They're
Now,
like
listen,
comfy cozy.
Listen, we could right now. I just priced one in the low 2s and took them to a 15-year and kept their payment the same.
Yep.
Or like $50 more or
Yep.
whatever. It's all relative. It's
Yep.
very, very, and they're going to save over $100,000 in interest.
Yeah.
By switching to a 15-year loan.
100%.
It goes right back to that whole thing. Like,
Well, you blew my
need
mind when you
to-
told me that extra payment thing. Wasn't it if you pay an extra payment
Yeah.
over the year, you will say,
payment
what was it?
the payment calculator.
Yeah, it was crazy. You saved it. Was just so.
It's on my website.
Yeah, you guys got to go to the lonewolf.us because we did this calculation where it was like if you paid an extra payment or 2 extra payments over a 12-month period over a certain span of time, like you would save all this crazy money at the end. I can't. I'd have to go back in my notes, but it was the same kind of ordeal. But if you guys are sitting out there, if you even have a question mark over your head, if you own your home or you're looking to buy or whatever it might be, go to thelonewolf.us and fill out an application and just let us, mess with the numbers a little bit.
Yeah, or even if you don't want to fill out an application, you can fill out a quote form.
Yeah.
And we'll talk to you guys and we'll tell you exactly what's up. Or, if you're afraid to talk to people. No, I mean, a lot of people,
is
they
true.
just want to kind of do
They
the
don't-
research
they
on
wanna
their
do it
own,
themselves,
and that-
yep.
No, that's totally cool.
Yeah.
Go to the lonewolf.us on the top, on the toolbar. If you hit calculators,
Yeah.
it's going to take you to our extra payment calculator. Let me get it pull up here. So when you pull up the mortgage calculator screen, the top left has mortgage calculator. That's not the one that we want. We want to go all the way to the right on the top to extra payment calculator.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So loan amount. I'm going to take this up to, let's call it 350. That seems like a reasonable number. Most of the refis that we're looking at right now are
Between 350 and 450 about, right?
Yeah, I mean, we have some that are closer to 250, which is fantastic. Today's rate right now in a 30-year, it's different for everybody based on their loan to value and their credit score and everything. But we're just going to call this 3%. Or no, let's kick it down. That's not quite right. Let's go to 2.75%. Monthly payment, we're going to back this all the way down. So your principal and interest payment at $350,000 loan amount with an interest rate of 2.75%. Monthly payment is $1,428.84, right? At this rate, you're going to pay $164,000 in interest. Principal, 514. If you take this monthly payment calculator from 1428, and let's just add $100 to it per month.
Mm-hmm.
So 1528. That's going to shave almost 3 years off your loan, and it's going to save you 146. It's going to save you almost 20 grand in interest.
It's insane.
Yeah,
Just by
and
putting
that's-
$100 extra on your payment a month.
It's only $100, really. That's almost like paying one whole payment. So what they say is if you pay one whole payment, interest, taxes, and insurance,
Yep.
otherwise known as PITI,
Yep.
right? Every year, it's going to reduce your loan down to, I think, 23 years.
That's insane.
So if your original payment's $1,428, you add your impounds to it, you're probably closer to $1,850.
Nice.
1850 50. Let's take it up $300. 1428, 15, 16, 17, 28.
This is such a cool little gadget. If you guys have not gone over to our website, thelonewolf.us, there's so many different calculators in here. There's a mortgage calculator. There's how much can I afford calculator. What's my APR? How much income to qualify? Should I pay points? Tax benefits of buying. There's just so many resources in here.
Yeah, it's really, really cool.
That's all we got, guys. I'm Heather Duarte, and if you'd like to apply for a mortgage or get a free rate quote, go over to thelonewolf.us.